Why did you do it extra loud this time?
It's the same volume. What do you mean?
Okay. Wow, dude.
Oh my god.
Hello. Welcome to Shrimp Hours, number 99. I did not set our names for this
100
show,
is next week.
so they're not right. Yeah, 100 is next week.
Oh, oh my god.
It's actually not gonna make it.
This is the final episode, man. This is not happening.
What if we just ended it here? Like we just went to 99.
99.
We make huge promises.
Shrimp Hours ain't one.
I
We
mean,
never get to
season
look
3's
into
in 2
Slap's
weeks.
closet. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Damn it. I gotta click clips and make a poster. Fuck. I have started on the poster, and it will be a banger. Yeah. Hi. I'm Drive Through. I'm here. Caleb's here. He's eating tacos. Slap's here. Rusty's here. Everyone else is dead. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about NASCAR real quick.
Let's not.
Yeah. Basically, Gateway was Gateway. It actually was kind of interesting at the end because fucking Bell biffed it, and then Blaney's crew chief just couldn't count. Austin Cindric gets another win where Blaney dies for it, which is kind of sad.
So let's illustrate this for you.
Okay.
The only 2 good things that happened in the last 100 laps were that Christopher Bell fucked the engine somehow. Because if that didn't happen, then he would have just flown by Blaney and the race would have been over, and it would have gotten a 15% on the Jeff Gluck poll.
Yeah.
But even with that happening, if Ryan Blaney sits in his pit stall for another half a second, then there's literally nothing to talk about. And somehow this race is sitting at a like 85%, like, oh yeah, everybody loves this race because it's like strategy, except it wasn't strategy. It was just pure
It was
bullshit.
memorable. That's literally all that matters. It was memorable.
No,
It's like
the question is it good?
Instant
And it's
classic.
not.
Instant
Okay.
classic. People are like, these stupid kids are going to be talking about it in 10, 15 years. It's
Yeah.
going to be nostalgic. Every time the Cup Series goes to this track,
Yeah,
for whatever
I can't-
reason,
I can't
something
wait
kind
to
of
see the
memorable
tweet.
happens.
I
Dude,
don't
I'm
know
just
what
saying.
your like made up metric of like a good race is, but if a race is
A
memorable,
race that I have fun watching. That's
Was it
what is.
entertaining? Yeah.
yeah,
I'm sorry, I might also be biased.
might.
Dude, professional Cup Series team just doesn't put gas in car. How do you fuck that up?
Ain't got no gas in it.
Did you hear Diddy on his podcast this week? He was like, "Well, yeah, you don't want to like sit in the stall for the extra 2 seconds." Did he want to run out of fuel on the final lap? Is that what he wanted? Like, what's the play here, guys?
No, they definitely biffed it. Like this, you should not like.
And
You
when
can't
did they
get that
realize?
wrong.
Why did they never tell? Because he said
Dude, he
too.
never told him he was short at all. They had no idea.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like they literally take the gas can, weigh it before the stop, and then weigh it after the stop
How
to
do you
know
biff that?
exactly how much fuel is in the car. So you're telling me that the gas man just didn't do that, or that he did, and they were just like, like he'll figure it out. Like
Championship winning team.
he had like a 5-second lead. You're not like, oh, maybe you want to take it a little easy with your 5-second lead because you're a lap short. It's like, no, God.
They just didn't know.
I gotta say, it did feel good as like a Blaney fan, like once Bell blew up. Maybe that's what got us, because we finally like kind of pulled our cock out. We're like, yeah, fuck yeah, Blaney, we're fucking back. And then he just does a classic Blaney and just completely
Dude, it's
just
like
rips your
Unravels.
heart out, like right with
it's what
one
we
to
were
go.
expecting at Phoenix, like when Blaney passed Larson with like 10 to go, and you're just like waiting for the caution to bunch them all up and then for him to die on the restart. Like I was just waiting for that. Just never came. Thank God.
Xfinity went to Portland. It was actually kind of an okay race. SVG won, no one's surprised. And the truck race occurred at the same time, so I didn't watch it. All right. Two more things about NASCAR. One, they're doing some testing at the Indy Oval, and apparently Kyle Busch crashed, which is funny. Everyone's been laughing at him on Twitter because he crashed in like a friggin' free test. And
Exited turn 2 apparently. Like how like
I think it just stepped out on him. I
exit turn
think
2 is like the hardest part of the track, though. To be fair, that's where all the action is.
All right, you're right. You got me.
Yeah, keep in mind this isn't an actual cup car. It's like an Indy car, so he probably just snapped it into the wall out of turn 2.
IndyCar? What do you mean?
that the car's a piece of shit and it's more like an Indy car than it is a cup car.
Diffuser and all this other crap.
So
okay, I've heard IMSA. I haven't heard it being referred to as an Indy car. That's kind of out there. And lastly,
I'm with Caleb on it. It's a piece of shit.
That's fair. That I agree with. Kyle Larson finally got his waiver after NASCAR twiddled their penises for a week and a half for who knows why.
They're flicking their bane just
because they wanted to hear. They wanted
people
to
can
hear
finally
the
shut up
racket.
about it.
God, I listened to the Teardown this week for the first time ever. Like I was like, I'm gonna give it a try.
Oh,
I made a tweet about it because I just couldn't keep it.
I
I
saw
couldn't
that.
keep my
That's
feelings
good.
contained. Of just Jordan Bianchi is literally
the worst.
like he just sits there. He's just the most insufferable person. Like he feels like he thinks that everything he says is important. And it's like, you're not that guy, pal. Like you're Jordan Bianchi. You wear little rat glasses with your fucking little dumb nose. And you sit there and try to just collect dirt on race teams and pretend like you do something. Remember that one time Chase Elliott and Kevin Harvick were having like a friendly discussion and there's Jordan Bianchi in the corner. Ooh, I want a soundbite. I want a soundbite. Just a fucking loser. He brought up his interpersonal I guess relationships on this week's podcast of the Teardown. Apparently he went to a wedding and he's been in a big argument with the bride and groom because he was trying to tell him how to do their wedding.
He would.
I just thought it was really funny. Well, yeah,
That's
he was
crazy.
like, the girl organizing it was just like really over her head and just couldn't, stand that I was giving my suggestions. And I was like, dude, you need to die. Like, you need to die.
I just think it's interesting that these reporters tried reporting the last 2 weeks and they had to rely on their little pillow talk because that's all they get is the garage pillow talk. And on the Teardown, because I had to give them my weekly hate listen because they've been telling us like, oh no, NASCAR is actually going to do this. NASCAR is taking this super seriously. This is what they've been saying and reporting on. Turns out they're just a bunch of fucking idiots. They're just a bunch of fucking idiots. None of these paid professionals are going to go out there and I don't think they're going to correct themselves, apologize because they've been leading this whole story on and whether they've been hearing it or not, they've been publishing it and it pisses me off because it's been the dumbest story for 2 weeks. The absolute dumbest story.
I've seen people even go out and say like, oh, they made the wrong call. They shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Like,
dude. The fact, again, I said it last week on the podcast, the fact that it's even a question.
It's not. It's literally not. Like, the people are just making stuff up to talk about.
Exactly.
It was
it's
never,
so dumb.
NASCAR dragging it out just kind of walked in. Maybe they wanted people to talk about it more. Just engage with the discussion about it. Because
they wanted people to talk about how stupid they were.
Have you not been paying attention to what NASCAR's been doing for the last 20 fucking years?
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah.
To NASCAR's credit, they are consistent by acting as if they're
brain damaged.
I do appreciate that they came out and said like, yeah, we're not going to revise that process either. Like, we'll just go through this every time. All right. Let's talk about what's Twitter doing, I guess, since we're already kind of into that. First of all, I just want to talk about how people have started figuring out that on Twitter, fucking Elon's weird ass started replacing as soon as they started like changing the URL to like x.com, because for a long time like you would still browse on like twitter.com and there's still a lot of stuff that is on Twitter, like your analytics and stuff is still like twitter.com, but he moved like the sort of main stuff over to X and did it in the weirdest way where like if you type twitter.com and hit send on a tweet, it will just pop out as x.com. Like it just takes the plain text and just swaps it out.
What?
Which is horrible. And I think they patched this up pretty quick, but basically when it dropped, any instance of twitter.com would just show up in a tweet as x.com, but then take you to twitter.com. So you could, for example, I saw a YouTube video where this guy's explained it. You could buy like Netflix twitter.com, for example, type that out and it would just look like netflix.com and someone would click on it and they would go to your site instead of the real Netflix, even though it just says Netflix there because it just has the x.com in it.
Wow.
Damn.
which is like
fragile of an ego do you have to have in order to just I
was just thinking how crazy it is that like I used to think of it like it used to be a reputable like company. It used to be like you'd see people go in and out of like CS University and they'd go to work at like it'd be like Facebook, Google, Twitter. Can you imagine someone going to work at like X now? Like
nobody calls it X either. Only like weird Elon Musk stands.
It's just crazy to think like.
Have you seen like the interviews with Elon where he's like talking about like Twitter?
I can't listen to that guy try to
put out a
speak.
tweet the other day. No, I put out a post.
I cannot listen to that guy try to put words together. It drives me up the wall.
He's just such a thin-skinned little piece of fucking shit.
Dude, yeah, he's a billionaire.
Imagine having that much fuck off money and caring that much about a fucking awful rebrand.
Yeah, we used to kill people like him.
Dude, when you got the cabal breathing down your back, you got to kind of like choose your battles.
He's a nerd. He's a little kid. Stuff him in a locker and
dude,
make him learn.
Team Demon's got him on their payroll. Hey, what do you mean?
He's only one man. He can't fight us all. All we need is two buff dudes around the arm, carry him to town center. You know,
put him in the stockades.
The people would support it.
Dude,
the people have turned.
Yeah, fucking Twitter. I would go on twitter.com the day that happened, and people would just be like quote tweeting the video with just based.
It's like when Too Mad died, and everyone just started celebrating.
Yeah, Too Mad died, and he'd been stuck in Overwatch queue for 15 hours. It's the last thing that motherfucker saw.
It's such a weird time when people still like see his like Discord account and they realize like his nitro ran out like a month ago because he's been dead for 3 months or whatever.
Dude, just imagine sitting at your computer like queuing up into Overwatch and then just dying and just being dead.
And then everybody from
everyone on the internet just laughs at you about it.
Oh
just
my
get memed on to oblivion.
To be fair, Too Mad would not want to go out any other way.
Posthumous memeing is my favorite thing.
I do have one other Twitter thing to talk about. It's just like the IndyCar drama of the month because they always have something stupid going on. It's not like a whole bit, and this shit is all in Spanish, so I'm not gonna read it out. But basically, I haven't even seen the incident, but apparently there's some kind of incident between Agustin Canapino and Teo Pourchaire in IndyCar.
Oh.
And it's like two young guys, like two like up and coming dudes.
Yeah.
And
even
a
if they were
bunch
seasoned veterans, I have no clue who the fuck they were.
A bunch of the
Max Verstappen. I don't care what the story is. Like I genuinely do not care.
Let me at least get to my bit.
Dude, he's gonna kill himself.
It's this Argentinian dude and this French dude, and all these Argentinian fans like just went after the French guy. And he had to put out a statement where he was like, please stop sending me death threats. Like, this is like really bad. And then not only were like a bunch of the Argentinians were like, no, but like Canapino was like liking and like replying to a bunch of like his fans going after this guy. And everyone's like, dude, like you're a professional athlete. Like, you can't do this. So then he put out a statement. He put out a bilingual like paragraph notepad statement, and you click on it and you expect to see like please don't harass this guy, like we're all just professional. It's like, I don't like being painted as a bad guy. We as Argentinians are not like this, we're not doing anything wrong. And just hit send, and it's just out there now, and everyone's like, dude, what? How is he getting away with this? I just love hearing about whatever.
This
like
is not
IndyCar.
a kid, DT. What are you talking about?
Argentinians just don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Look at his profile picture in general. This is like
he is old. Damn, he must have been racing for a while because I only heard about him a couple of years ago. The other guy is definitely young.
He's 35 years old.
What has he been doing all this time?
He was in touring car from 2005
He's just been
until
racing in
2018.
Brazil and Argentina. I literally just never heard of him until like last year.
He has a whole section on his Wikipedia now that's just incidents of death threats from fans, and it's not the first time.
It's not the first time. No, yeah, he had a thing with a teammate last year. with Callum Ilott.
I told you, dude, Argentinians don't give a fuck, dude. They don't give.
So he's like,
Hold on.
he weaponizes his own fan base and then puts out a statement like, "Hey, don't say we're doing anything bad."
Canapino was forced to retire from the race after hitting the turn 5 wall while trying to lap his teammate Callum Ilott, following a restart where Ilott had chose not to pit in order to unlap himself. Following the race, fans of Canapino sent abusive messages, including death threats toward Ilott on social media. That's base, dude. Imagine not being talented enough to get around your teammate, crashing and DNFing, and then all your fans just go send the guy death threats.
Imagine being a 55-year-old Argentinian fucking race car driver who like somehow manages to weasel his way into IndyCar, and you just have like a shit ton of stands that follow you around, just issuing out death threats to everybody that you have.
The thing with that Ilott bit,
the bandwagon.
the thing with that Ilott bit is
next year. He's winning Indy 500.
He did it again later in the season. Like they ran into each other again, and again his fans were just sending like horrible things to Ilott, and then everyone is like, the team's got to do something about it because they're teammates, right? And the team put out a statement and they were like, you should just ignore that, man. Like, it's such a weird environment.
Can we show up to the Indy 500 next year with an Argentinian flag and just be like his biggest stands?
Jesus Christ.
Tons of Canapino shirts. Dude, just imagine like the NASCAR equivalent of this. Like imagine Shane Van Gisbergen at Chicago last year, like just biffed a corner, like let's say like Ross Chastain, like just blocked him and he wrecked it in the corner, like couldn't do anything. And then just you get a whole bunch of Australians just going to Ross Chastain's Twitter feed and just wishing death upon him. That's
dude, I love it.
Bunch of animals in IndyCar. All right, let's roll into the Dripper to Drown. This is a really short one this week because there was nothing interesting. All right. First of all, here's just a random Thad Moffat truck that I thought looked cute with little neon numbers. It's kind of Jimmy Johnson like.
I might actually watch IndyCar now. Like now that I know this.
Now that you know the meta.
Dude, I watched Detroit. There were like 10 red flags.
I heard it sucked. Yeah, I heard they just wrecked like every lap.
It was the best thing I've ever watched. It was like, the way I described it was like the first year of NASCAR at the Indy road course where it was just so stupid that I couldn't stop laughing the entire time. That's exactly how I felt watching that race. And I might tune in for every race for the rest of the season.
It's amazing the first race went off without a hitch, and like the second time they come around, they're just like completely brain dead.
I meant to talk about this last week, but I forgot. Just a random 47 car, like one of these Stenhouse cars where they just made the logo literally the entire side of the car, and I fucking love it.
Based.
More of this shit. I got another just random friggin' Josh Balicki was in the 19 Gibbs Xfinity car.
Actually kind of sick.
Dude, I like that. Yeah.
Great. It's really like just a completely random car, and there's something like classic about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it like the Toyota like
it's similar but
colors
not
where
quite.
Instead of black it was white up top.
Well, and it's like a more, it's kind of like neon-y yellow and the red's more orange. But anyway, it's just cool.
Be hot.
Especially like the way they did the little roof bit like that. Shout out to Josh Balicki, I guess. No idea where he finished. And then there's just this random Anthony Alfredo car that Caleb sent me. Why is this in here?
Yeah, just put it in Dripper Jam. I don't know. Do you like it? Because I don't.
No one's gonna remember this.
Yeah, no, I just thought it was funny.
All right.
Send it to the gulag.
That's the Drip or Drown. Let's go to the planet.
I have no Animal Planet stories next.
Slap's trying to go to bed. Well, Rusty, we haven't seen you for a while. What's up? You got any animal sightings?
You been to the gym lately?
How's a hot tub?
I mean, I think I keep evolving my gym stories, and they pretty much all relate to the locker room. But
to the pool.
I think my latest complaint is actually not even a complaint, just a realization, and I don't know how to feel about it. You guys, let me know how you feel. So we've kind of discussed how just dudes, especially the older dudes in like the locker room, just kind of
let it hang.
infamously just let it hang, full exposure whenever they want.
They do not give a
But-
fuck.
In the shower area at the gym, the actual like shower stalls are pretty wide and accommodating for any
Nice.
size individual. And think like a Bucky's toilet stall, but a little bit bigger. So it's got kind of that same type of tiling, and it juts out. It's straight out of Bucky's.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Yeah.
the only
Full door or
so-
like full curtain?
no, so no door, but it's an actual full curtain that goes across, and they have like I think there's either 10 or 12 showers, so
Nice.
plenty of space to like go in, shut the curtain, and shower. Plenty of room,
Yeah.
so it's not like you're showering and like as you turn and pivot, you're like elbowing it or like rubbing up against the communal curtain. Like it's plenty of room. Apparently, that doesn't matter for. It's not even an age thing. It's just there's a bunch of dudes that just like to shower with the
Just
curtain
wide open?
and not even just wide open, because like you can still kind of like tuck in like the back corner, like even just stand in the center like a normal person. They're full, like they're out. They're like
Out in the
of
aisle.
it. They're in the community aisle that separates the showers. Like just it's like come on, dude. And like the shower's still running, and like so they'll like kind of like walk out, rub themselves, go like dude. Like at this point, it's intentional exposure.
That's what I'm
100%
saying. Like they're
intentional.
trying to get seen.
Yes. And I'm kind of ignorant in a few ways. Where I kind of realize what's happening a little bit too late in some situations. And after being in the sauna about 100 times, I think I finally connected the dots here. I've just got to find a new gym. I got to get out of there.
It only took you 2 years.
It was a good run.
The human stoop in the pool wasn't enough.
We got to go. Well, so that's my maybe the conclusion to my gym adventure.
Dude, that reminds me of have you guys ever seen the HBO series The Pacific about the like guys in like World War II in the Pacific Theater?
No.
Come on.
This is some you shit. What do you mean, come on?
This
There's a
is the
scene
most you show I've ever heard of. Like
there's a scene where like the new guys like show up like on the beach and like the back line, like where they got the camps like set up for like the next island hopping campaign. And then just like an afternoon a thunderstorm just rolls in, and like all the old dudes who have been there like for like 2 years just like come out and they strip naked and they just start like rubbing themselves with soap and shit in the rain, just like trying to like scrub off, like using it as like a shower. They're like, yeah, it's 3 o'clock, yeah, right on time. And then they just like start scrubbing themselves, and then like all the new dudes are like, what the fuck, bro?
Dude. So I could totally understand that one, but I don't know, man. In the modern comforts, I don't know, man. I don't know.
So I have a similar story, but not from any time recent, but like you just unlocked my brain. I have core memories at like probably 2008, 2009, just like as a kid going to the Bristol Motor Speedway, because we used to stay in the campgrounds, and so the campgrounds have like a shared campground shower.
Yeah.
And I think that was the first place where I just saw dudes with just dong hanging out, was in the communal shower. Just like waking up in the morning, going down and like sitting in the line at the shower, like of just everybody in the campground,
Dude.
finally getting in. Like, dude, I was like there's no way that people actually like do this. Like I would never. I would just stay at a hotel like a normal human being. You're telling me that y'all sleep in RVs, go down to this cinder block cell where there's just 20 showers, all of you just mutually look at each other's dongs, watch, and leave. It's
They
like
love
who
it. They
does
love
this?
it.
Who does
They
this?
love it.
The communal showers are crazy. Like you can't. That's no normal person should be like.
Dude, it's not the communal shower thing. It's the enjoyment of showing your dong. It has
It must
nothing
like
to
it
do
is.
with
Yeah.
It's
It's people that just want to like.
dongs out, just be like, hey, bro, what's up?
What's the? It doesn't connect in my head. Like what? What is
Maybe in the olden
want
days
for
it was like a
some
power move to
random
just have your
dude
dick
to-
out in the shower. It's like
Dude, they
I'm in
just-
control here.
Like back in the day, I guess they like in like school they used to have like the shower room after gym or whatever, and like they stopped doing that. So like the younger generations just don't understand it, but like the older
Do
generations,
you?
I guess so.
I mean, I never had that in fucking school.
We had like, I remember like in high school after gym we would have like showers, but like you said, nobody would fucking use them because like I'm not trying to strip down and fucking get like towel whipped. I think it was all the movies that like scared us out of it. Like we just got propaganda.
Well, it's probably all the like
Do you remember
genuine
the
like
King of the
sexual
Hill
assault.
episode where Bobby has to like go into the showers and there's just like he like goes off into the mist and like the end of the episode and it's just like a bunch of dudes just like talking about weird shit. It's like I like to call this move eggs over easy and just like weird shit. And I'm just like, no, that was like a generational divide right there. Just like at some point everybody's like, yeah, I think having a bunch of dudes like dongs out in the shower is just like fucking weird.
At some point
Let's
they will
stop doing that.
They will like die off, right? The boomers. I'm dreaming
No, they're
of the
eternal.
day.
They're eternal.
No, that's what I'm worried about. Like that's who we're gonna become.
Dude, yeah, I was about to say it's not like
Become old dudes. Captain Morgan dongs out in the
Dude,
shower.
in 20 years we're gonna love
Dude,
it. We're
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
want
yeah.
to pull it out every chance.
boomerism is like Santa Claus. Like it's not the person, it's just the idea of we'll just live forever.
I think that's what happens. Like you just get old and then you just don't give a fuck what
Well, yeah,
anyone
because think
like.
about it. Yeah, it's like think about all the like kids growing up in like the 80s and the 90s, and they were like, "Oh yeah, like fuck my parents." Like, you know, look at these fuckers, and now they have grown into the people where they're like, "Oh, the kids these days, they don't want to work, they don't want to fucking, they want to get vaccines."
Jesus Christ. All right.
Like those like, videos like, where it's like, oh, this is what prom looked like back in 1988, and everybody there was like they're 30. It's like fucking 18-year-olds like they're 33 years old. It's like what the fuck?
Yeah, 'cause they're all smoking too. It's just adding on years.
I know we've moved on. Can I do a "What is Twitter doing" segment of somebody I discovered yesterday? I haven't discovered him. I
Sure.
knew about him, but yeah, Rusty knows what I'm talking about.
I just saw the poll you
Ozzy.
sent me, which is fucking great.
So let me send you the link, DT. But there is a former New England Patriot named Chase
Hernandez.
Winovich.
Okay.
No, not
Windfish?
Hernandez.
What?
Winovich. Chase Winovich. He was a former. He was drafted by the Patriots like 5 years ago or something. And the other night just went on like a series of just absolutely schizo rants. Like if you just scroll through this guy's timeline, it is just absolute nonsense.
Does this have to do with the Donald
My-
Trump thing?
I just
My
love the
family
poll.
has disowned me for publicly stating that 2 planes could not have possibly taken down 3 buildings. Which team are you on? You are right, crown emoji, or CTE? And CTE is one with an 86%.
90% is CTE. But yeah, just scroll through his page because it's just absolute nonsense.
I'm like scared. Free
Scroll down to,
thinking
like-
and truth seeking, that's already a bad sign.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Even below this-
classic, classic.
so, no, go, like,
problem
below
reaction
this.
solution,
No.
classic.
Yeah, you haven't even
What?
gotten to the schizo part yet. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Jesus Christ.
Here we
Oh
go.
my god. Once people finally realize this was a lie, then the whole house of cards will fall. And it's about the thing that many
No, that's
people
flat
agree
Earth,
is a
dude.
lie. All right. It's giving like Elon Musk Twitter. The way he's
This is
posting
very
like
Elon,
just
yeah.
like shit like this. Like memers versus multi-trillion propaganda machine, and it's just like an
All that's missing is
unfunny
the like
meme.
exclamation point with like the little quote tweet.
Many such cases.
Oh my god. I don't even think I got this far.
Fluoride.
Tap water is for beta males.
Tap water is for beta males.
Can that be the name of the podcast? Is just tap water is for beta males.
God.
Write it down.
I didn't even get
Jesus
that part,
Christ.
dude. What the fuck?
Who is he again?
I'm not telling
Some
you his
random
name. It's too
CTE
dangerous
football
in your
guy.
hands.
Winovich or whatever his name was.
Poor boy has taken one too many hits in the old NFL, it seems.
How do you fight tap water, man?
Tap water is forbidden.
So is this dude's drinking out of plastic bottles and he's like, yeah, this is great.
No,
yeah,
dude.
microplastics in his balls, but no
Yeah,
fluoride.
owned by a private company.
You know, like those alpha male edits with like the lions that are like black and white with the like deep. Dude, I know he just has like a ton of those saved on his phone.
Oh, he has all the memes. How many Giga Chads do you think he has in his pictures folder?
Dude, there are so many just unfunny memes that he thinks are the greatest thing in the world. All right, let's go to the media check-in, I guess.
Jesus.
Slap, what do you mean? You said you wanted to talk about something in the
hold
media
on.
check-in. Why are you pissed?
Fucking Caleb said hold on, so we're gonna be here for another half hour.
We're not going to be here for half an hour. It's I didn't see this late model that Kevin Harvick's driving. It's actually like sick.
Oh, the Busch Light one.
This
Yeah, I
is
didn't see
great.
this.
We have a late
apart-
contender for Drip or Drown.
I forgot
take
that
it.
I saw this. It's a sick graphic. Shout out to Harris Lou, certified banger. But I think Ryan Pistana pointed this out, and I can't unsee that it's an Xfinity Camaro grill, but upside down. Like the lower grill sticker is just, it's upside down.
Oh,
It might be Jover.
I don't know if
You
Harris
just
fucked
ruined
that up
that
or
for me.
what, but yeah.
Wow, dude.
Oh my god.
Dude, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Get that son of a
It's a
bitch
good
off the screen.
graphic. I don't know. It's just the Kevin Harvick Busch Light thing. What's different?
You're fired.
It's just the mountains and the graphic.
The Mountains of Bush.
I don't know. I thought it was cute. My bad.
No, it's okay. It's a good graphic, I guess.
Caleb brought it back and DT ruined it.
DT loves just taking good things and then just immediately throwing them into the ground.
One little thing, and then you can't unsee it and ruins it forever.
Hold on. I need
It's my favorite
to
thing
come
to
to
do.
Shrimp Hours
Here
100.
it comes again. God damn it.
I just need to come with a list of just things that DT has ruined. Like Rocket League, ruin that. Space Game, ruin that.
What did I do
I
to
forget-
Space Game?
Among Us, DT killed Among Us for like years.
He was on cameras. He's being.
I'm too good at
stupid
Among
on
Us.
that.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, Slap. What did you want to talk about after 10 minutes of waffling?
All right, so Valve has not released like a new IP in quite some time.
Did they buy
And,
another dev team? Did I see that?
Well, they there was apparently a closed beta to certain like influencers and everything, and then all of the influencers who were invited to that closed beta fucking hated it and leaked all of it. It's some sort of like MOBA third-person shooter thing called Deadlock, and they're like, this sucks, this is awful, and they all leaked it. All the footage came out all at once, and so like Valve is in like full-blown panic mode, and like everybody's like, oh, this fucking sucks, and like it's just this third-person shooter, hero shooter
What's it
MOBA
called?
game. There's Deadlock.
Taking the name of
And,
that good Ratchet game. That's crazy.
Yeah, and so apparently it was so universally hated by all the closed beta people that they just full blown like blew their little agreements to not talk about it.
That's
And they all
crazy
leaked
that
it.
they just all hated it so much that they leaked the game.
Yeah, so like like it's a hero shooter, third person shooter MOBA game. There's like lanes like Dota 2 and all that shit.
What
You
is-
know, it is just the most autistic game of all time, and like people hated it so much they just leaked all of it and
What?
just
It's just another Overwatch. Why does everyone insist on making Overwatches?
and the thing is, you own the rights to Team Fortress 2. You already have the granddaddy of all hero shooters. You don't need to do this.
Slaps
You
riled
don't
up.
need to do this. You already own the rights to all these IPs: Half-Life, Left 4 Dead, Team Fortress 2, and you're just not doing anything with them. Instead, you make this bullshit nobody wanted. In the moment somebody saw it, they're like, "Fuck this game. Fuck Valve. This is awful. Fuck the NDA. I'm leaking it anyway."
Like who doesn't like a game and instead of like putting it down and being like, oh, I didn't like that, they're just like, I'm just gonna leak the game. I'm
They
just
like
gonna take the
agree
files
to
and
leak it.
Multiple people did this. It was like Uncle Dane. All these people who had access to Valve had all these like ties and all this insider access. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna throw all of that away just to show people how fucking bad this game is.
Jesus Christ. I'm scrolling on Twitter and there's already like nude art of the heroes for a game that got leaked.
Jesus Christ.
Forward has no brakes on it, bro. It's
Oh my
full gas all the
God.
time.
I saw people complaining about it at the like PlayStation showcase where everyone is just, they want to make Overwatches for some reason. Everybody wants to make a
I am
goddamn
pissed about that. They did that last
same
year.
game. The same game.
Fuck, who are the developers of it?
Blizzard?
Rocksteady Studios. They made just absolutely base games back in like 2013 through like 16 with the Batman Arkham series. Like it's like they're genuinely some of the best superhero video games of all time. Last year they were like, we're gonna make a sequel to this, but it's gonna be about the Suicide Squad. And everybody was like, okay, like this is interesting.
Yeah.
Like this could be something.
Oh, wasn't
And
that
they were like,
ass?
yeah, they completely scrapped the original premise, called it Kill the Justice League. The Justice League gets brainwashed and they're like Brainiac's minions, and it's literally just Overwatch but with Suicide Squad characters. And it's like, you guys made one of the best video games of all time, one of like the best series of all time with the Arkham trilogy, and they just completely shat over all of it because they end the story of all the characters. Stories like, spoiler alert, they end all of their stories on just an Overwatch like shitty game, and everybody's like, what the fuck is this?
What the Justice League
Wasn't that
deserves.
the game that they didn't send out to review sites for early
Until,
access, or
like-
to even review the game?
Yeah, I remember. I think they
was
they
that
were
the
going
game?
to, and they had a date for it, and then they were like, actually no, and everyone was like, this isn't a good
Oh
sign.
yeah,
I think that was
do
it.
remember
yeah.
that. It was because at like the last minute they delayed the release of it to completely like rework the game because they had just failed like all their betas. Like just nobody liked them. Didn't get leaked though, so.
For what that's worth.
Yeah, it says how bad the fucking Valve one is.
It was scheduled to be released early 2022 and was delayed to the point where it was released January of 2024. So 2-year delay on it for that piece of shit.
Speaking of games copying games, there's a new game that has just like silently come out. There's been
I already know what this is about.
there's been zero hype surrounding this game. Have any of y'all heard of X Defiant? Rusty, have you heard of it?
because Ben keeps talking about it.
Yeah.
I've heard a little bit about it.
He's the only reason I'd heard of it. Apparently Ubisoft just randomly over the last few years made like a free-to-play COD game. Like it's basically COD.
I didn't know it was free.
It's free. It's free to play.
Is it on Steam?
No, it's on fucking Uplay, Ubisoft Connect.
Yeah, we'll be
Wow.
seeing you.
But it's like not janky. It's only 30 gigs, so it's like what, a sixth of what COD is, and it's free to play. And their like big selling point is there's no skill-based matchmaking. Like you start the game, you do a little welcome playlist, and like that has like a little bit of skill-based matchmaking just to like get you in, and then you just get like thrown to the wolves. So I've been playing with Andrew and Ben and Carlos and his boys. Like we had a whole pack going, and it's actually really fun. It satiated. I had like a random craving for just some kind of like online like fucking do shit game. And it was like
Fucking shoot dudes.
it was really fun. And then we got past rank 25, so we just got thrown to the like no skill based matchmaking. Like you're just in with everyone. And
That's
we
kind
had
of
two like amazing games. Like they're really close. They're super fun. And then we just got shit on like 6 games in a row. Like just these crackheads with these crazy snipers would just go down the whole map, and they had this whole like formation. It was just fucked. So yeah, your experience may vary. I don't know. I guess because there's no skill-based matchmaking, that just kind of attracts all these. I didn't realize how many like just nerds there were. They're stupid good at these games, and it's just not fun. I don't know. But
I hate
like
to break the streak, gentlemen, but I gotta use the bathroom.
all right, see a slap.
I slept. Oh, keep the camera on, damn it.
But there's no knives, Rusty, so you wouldn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Well, the you play fucking whatever that thing's called. That
Dude,
was
it's
already
actually
a deal breaker. But
No, the moment it was.
It's
the
actually
moment
not
it's not
horrible.
On Steam. No, the moment it's not on Steam, you're out.
It is like kind of cute because it's like they have all the maps are like Ubisoft games. There's like Far Cry maps, and there's like the Division, and like there's like Watch Dogs dudes in it. So they're kind of cute in that sense. And they said like they'll just keep adding more content. But I just think it's kind of base that they just put out this game, no hype, and they're just like, if it's a good game, people will play it. And so far people have been playing it, and I will probably be playing it tonight. And then I'll get mad. But that's the fun. That's what we love those games for. It's just like it's a very COD-like experience. Like you just are angry 80% of the time, but that like 20% that you're having fun, really good.
yeah, let me know if they add any melee weapons, because I'm gonna tear those nerds up. Like, just
It's like simpler than COD, which I enjoy. There's like not a whole lot of like perk nonsense. It's like each like team dude has like an ability you can pick, and then each dude has an ability, and that's like it.
And not having like skill-based matchmaking does sound kind of interesting. Like I feel like that would be a fun dynamic to like some games get absolutely shit on, and then some games be way fucking better than everybody else. Like,
Well, I haven't experienced being way better yet. It's either been like a close win or just an absolute getting demolished. But the sample size has been small. Still an interesting experience.
Has anybody by chance watched the show Your Honor? It's starring Bryan Cranston is the main dude in it.
No.
Which I love Bryan Cranston. He's based. I'm only 2 episodes into it right now, but it's
What's
actually
it
like
on?
Netflix. I think they just put it on there. But it was like I think it was like a HBO original or something like that. So I mean, it's actually like the production quality so far feels like it's like actually like really good. I don't know. Like I said, I'm only 2 episodes into it so far, but like the very premise of it seems very interesting. So if you get a chance to check it out and report back, then do so.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's play this theme song while Slap hopefully washes his hands.
Send in your fucking mail. Wash your fucking
dude, the
hands.
fact he's
Send
turned off.
in your
Oh, he's back.
fucking mail.
He's back.
Send them in, guys. Wash your fucking hands.
Hand slap.
I don't give a fuck, man. You better send in those emails
Good.
at this point. Welcome to fan mail.
Fan mail.
Fan mail.
Fan mail.
Can attest. I have been washing my hands.
Can we get a
had to be
hand check?
forced to
Put him up to the
wash his
camera.
hands.
Let's see
Put
him.
him up to the camera.
Dude,
Those don't look wet to me, dog.
I
Yeah,
they're
they
wet.
dried off with a towel, bro.
No, they look washed.
feel
What's
like
up,
I
Rusty?
don't know Slap anymore. You know, he's washing his hands. He's
Who is he?
Oh, watching trains.
I was gonna say, hey.
We
I
talk
haven't heard
about that.
Slap. Yeah, that spooled up since 30 minutes ago when we outed him as a train spotter.
He can't like, okay, we've known Slap for like 5 years, and we have made fun of train nerds together. I thought this was a safe space, and then Slap was like, oh yeah, sometimes I go and watch trains.
Charlotte, like out of nowhere. Like we were walking by a tank, and he was like, "Dude, I like 3 things. I like tanks, I like NASCAR, and I like trains." And I was like, "Trains? And apparently nobody else knew either. So he's been keeping us in the dark.
Trains are just tanks on rails, dude. They're big old beefy boys that just like
who
pull
cares?
stuff.
But yeah, if you go out of your way to like watch a train, That
Slap.
I can't defend you.
You might be a lost cause, buddy. Like it might be over for you.
Of all the things I've done in shrimpage, this is the
the
one that
worst.
gets me
This is it.
canceled.
There are definitely train nerds watching this podcast, by the way, so I'm sorry.
To all the train nerds, you're a loser. You are a fucking loser.
God damn it. There's a high percentage of like the train NASCAR monster truck.
It's autism.
This is literally like a big machine go.
I can't say that.
You literally
what's
can.
the problem with big old machines that do crazy stuff?
It's not that. It's the people that like just go and just film them, and it's just like some dude doing his job. Like some guy's just like, gotta friggin' take this train full of friggin' coal to Virginia, and then some guys was just filming it. Like, yeah, like at least NASCAR cool. And monster trucks is like a sport, like that's meant to be watched. But then there's just trains just like exist.
I can't imagine.
Trains are free. You don't have to like pay to go watch a train.
I can't
imagine
to
watch a bike race.
Being like, oh, I'm going to bed at 8 o'clock tonight because I got to be up at 4:30 so I can go drive to my local railroad.
I need to catch
crossing.
serial number something something something.
And that's coming from a weather nerd, dude. Like I'm low on the pecking order. It's
the only thing
weather nerd, and you're gonna lecture me about trains.
yes. I am.
Oh my god.
The only train spotting thing worth looking for is the Sluts boxcar.
I have seen some good Sluts boxcars. The Sega one is my favorite.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. All right, if you want to out yourself,
if you want to send us your
nerd,
Sluts boxcars, send them to ShrimpHoursPresents.
I don't want to see any. Actually, hold on. If you could convince us that you have a cool train photo, send it to ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com.
You've just created the worst thing. We're gonna get train photos for the next 5 weeks. I'm just gonna call it stupid, and we're gonna move on.
Also, if you have non-train things, questions, comments, concerns, things for us to read on the show, send it to ShrimpHoursPresents.
Wake up at 4:30 a.m. and go watch trains, take tons of pictures, and send them all into Shrimp
Don't
Hours.
do that.
Flood them.
We will make fun of you.
To all of our loyal listeners, next week, like you know this already, you have to be there to celebrate 100 episodes next week.
We're not doing it. This is the last show ever.
We're not doing it, but also Slap is going to show us what's in the closet, and we're going to find out, and you want your name to be attached to whatever's back there.
What's in the closet.
Dude, next week. I
It's
can't wait.
It's my train set back there.
God. It's the closet with a train that goes up and down this spiral. All right. We got 11 emails this week. So let's get through them.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to bed.
Dude, I was just about to say it. I was just about to make a joke that was like, oh, dude, Slap's so used to it by now that he doesn't do the one-liners anymore, and then he ruined it.
Silt Striders wrote in, Coke 600 from my perspective, even though I'm a week late. He says, my perspective from my trip when I was there. That cup that Slap's drinking from does look like a flashlight.
That's the Dune popcorn bucket of cups.
It was his first time at Charlotte Motor Speedway, thanks to Fox and NASCAR being wussies and calling it when the track was almost dried up. But the trip was worth it because he got to meet Jeff Bodine and take a photo with him while he was on his way to the Trackhouse merch hauler. And here he is with fucking Jeff Bodine. Is he selling books now? Is that what Jeff Bodine's doing?
Oh, dude,
yeah.
I respect it. Oh, he's got a hat for it too. Look at him, dude. He's branded up.
Isn't Jeff Bodine the one that said that if he raced in the next gen era, he would have so many more wins? I would go up to him just to slap the shit out of him. Fuck you.
I love that you're like, oh, Jeff Bodine, let me get a picture with you, man. And he's like, gotta promo the book. He's gotta show the book off. Unless you just bought the book, in which case, my bad. If you've read Jeff Bodine's book, send us an email. All right, next one comes in from Shlomo. Thanks for sending it in, though. I appreciate that.
Disrespectful.
Shlomo writes in, howdy shrimps, as usual, NASCAR sucks and Stuart Haas is real and raw and resting in peace. I just got on iRacing for the first time and I'm not really sure what I'm doing yet. Do you guys have any beginners tips or any leagues or races I should do other than just official rookie races? Have a good one, Shlomo.
Yeah, Alt F4, just quit while you're ahead. You don't want to be like one of the losers on iRacing.
Fun.
Just rule number one, don't lift and just fucking go to the front. Don't listen to the nerds cry on the radio.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
there to
yeah.
race. You're there to have fun.
Yeah,
Just fucking
yeah.
send it.
Yeah.
Like you'll lose like one safety point. Who cares? Just re-rack in 15 minutes. Do it again. Send it.
Especially early on with like
Yeah.
with a low license and like a rookie thing, like just rip it. Like just have fun. And there will be nerds. Like there will be dudes who go on the mic like, why you going 3 wide on the first lap? Like you will get that, and you tell them, fuck off, I'm trying to race. I'm going to the front.
Dude, genuinely, I speak from experience. In iRacing, the most fun you will have is getting in a lobby full of people who care and just not caring. It is a life-changing experience. Like everybody in this chat has firsthand watched me go into a B fixed at just 11 o'clock at night. Everybody in here has like a 1200 I rating. They think they're all prime Dale Senior at like Daytona or something. You just whip the dick out. You just go to the front immediately. Everybody gets pissed. You get Derek and his wife all upset. It is just such a good time. It is such a good time. So don't take it seriously. If you want to like build up your I rating and your safety rating, go for it, but don't do it by being an absolute nerd. Do it by being based.
Yeah, especially at the plate tracks. Just use the draft. Just rip around the outside. Go through the middle. Fuck them. Like it, dude. You'll love it.
Yeah.
And if you do join leagues, join like fun leagues. Like I would recommend doing something like Yes 2 Motorsport, where they just like rip like stupid cars on stupid tracks and just wreck each other all the time and like actually have fun, versus like a sweaty freaking like you see all these kids ripping like fake core every week, going around just fucking doing 3 hours of racing just to get wrecked at the end. No point. All right, good email though. The next one comes in from Bill with the subject line in all caps, "We see through this shit."
Oh. Bill
says, "Yo, how the fuck did an Australian know that Stuart Haas was closing down? Australia isn't even real."
Damn.
Dude, we got emailers coming at each other. We now know that Andrew from Australia is a character made up by Slap. We see you, Slap. That's why he's always pissed off that there's too many emails. I've had a fifth of Jack and I don't care. Australia isn't real. SVG's from Wisconsin. What the fuck is a Kosteki? America, we're designers of the great, architects of the useful, and we bleed red, white, and fucking blue. Is Slap a psyop?
This guy. Who is this
Bill.
guy? I love him. Bill, you're my
Solid
favorite
email.
human being ever. Yeah.
That's like what a Mongol email wished that it was. Bill, that was great. Thank you. Andrew R, it's your move. You have to prove your reality.
Hold on. I want to give Andrew R a big shout out because I was at work the other day just watching races as you do. But I came across something that I didn't know existed. I can't find it, but it's the Goodyear Speed Dome in Australia.
Is that the one where they go backwards?
NASCAR goes forward, OSCAR goes backwards, is what I was told. But like
NASCAR.
Yeah. I mean, it's dead now.
Speed
Like it's
Dome?
abandoned. Yeah, Goodyear Speed Dome, I think. Speed Bowl, or no, Thunderdome. My bad.
Oh, that sounds sick.
Yeah, it's called the Goodyear Thunderdome. But
That's a sick name.
Park.
Yeah, it's Calder Park. So
Oh, it is Calder Park. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but didn't they bring it back? I thought it was back.
The road course is back. The oval's dead, I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Andrew R last week replied to just
They do
a
drag
random
racing
post
there.
of mine. And I was like, yo, Andrew R, go to my last post and just give me an essay. And sure enough, he saw the Calder Park post and gave me just an essay. Like, I know more about the Thunderdome than I think I ever even wanted to know. But it's the best thing ever. Like, I was just sitting there reading about the Thunderdome because he just knows so much. So I just wanted to say thank you, Andrew R, for sharing the knowledge.
Australian, he will hook you up whether you want it or not. Like, they'll just, I will just get Australian fun facts in my replies every week, courtesy of Andrew
he
R.
sent me like cool videos and stuff too. Like I just got to like read through, click on a little cool video. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. But yeah, so the Thunderdome's like a 1.1 mile just straight up copy of Charlotte. but it's like way shorter, and they just
And the
rip
Australians
around
race
there.
it back. And it's got like an outfield road course where they go like down the back stretch and then leave the track, go down a drag strip and then get back on the oval. So I think the oval's dead now, but they still do drag racing and drifting, I think, and some other things.
So I went back and watched one of the races. Back in '88, they did an actual like NASCAR race there. Like Bobby Allison was in it. You know, like
Neil
the dudes from the
Bonnet.
80s. Yeah, like the dudes were in it. I forget who won the
boys,
Daytona 500
TM.
in '88, but he was there.
Bobby Allison.
Okay, then yeah, I got him. But they were just fucking ripping around this thing, dude. Like, I mean, it was only probably like 150, 160 maybe, but because it's on a mile, like it's barely over a mile, it's just cool as fuck to watch them. Oh, someone's dead apparently. Yeah, look at this thing. Look at them. They're just ripping around this joint. Oh, that's not too good of a camera angle. They might be going 30 miles per hour.
Yeah, they might not be ripping.
Okay, it felt like they were ripping. This is the '88 one? Damn. Hold on. They might
I
not be ripping.
oversold this.
I thought it was hot when I was watching. Look at that. Look at. Okay, that's hot. That's hot. You can't tell me that's not hot.
All right.
The straightaway is a little rough. It does look like they're going 50 miles per hour. My bad. My
Looks like
bad.
the next gen car.
Yeah, it looks like it. This is an.
I want to see some
average
footage
NASCAR.
of them going backwards.
There you go, right there.
HQs, yeah.
Night race? Yeah, hell yeah, we're so bad.
Shit.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
It's
oh, hell
the
yeah.
boys.
I love that the ticker takes up half the screen. What the fuck? This is the one he sent me though. I was
Dude,
watching
this is
this one.
sick.
Dude,
There's
they're
a
not
ton of
making turn one.
HQs.
They're not making that corner.
Imagine just being in the car, just fucking cranking it.
Dude, that's
Cranking your
sick.
hog.
Dude, look at this
Dude,
camera
this is
shot. That
so
was sick.
funny that they're going just backwards.
Hold on. Forward numbers.
This literally feels like Tiburon from EA. It feels like I'm watching.
Yeah.
Dude, look at him.
Dude, oh,
They're ripping.
That's sick.
oh yeah.
Dude, he's
Dude,
going faster than
right,
stock
dude.
cars. Dude, these HQs are kicking it.
I'm telling you, we should fucking take the next
Dude,
gens here, baby.
This is a way better product than what we got. Look at the cameras too, dude. This is sick.
hey, let's go to the Goodyear Thunderdome for the All-Star race next year. Who says no?
It does
Bring the-
feel like I'm watching a race in a mirror. Like it's really
Yeah,
like
this
uncanny
it hurts
almost.
my brain.
Yeah.
That might just be because I'm stupid.
Maybe we need to be watching it upside down
Can you
for
like
the real
reflect
Australian
it?
experience.
Go like in OBS and just reflect it the other way. Like, I wonder if it looks any different.
Oh,
Dude, yeah, there we go. They're just racing normally now.
Well, now they look. Well, dude, that's like the weird effect about it. They look like they're going 30 miles per hour, and then you flip it, and they're going like 500. Like, hold on, flip it back the other way. Oh no!
Oh, trouble. I should have done that.
All right, get like an up to speed. Yeah, dude, they look like they're going 1,000,000 miles per hour down the backstretch. It's like a weird optical illusion.
That shit's cool. Down the Calder Park, rest in peace. Oh god, someone's attached video files.
If it's a PDF, click on it.
Oh, these are clips. Oh, you don't have to download clips and send them to me. Just give me like an episode and a time code.
Oh,
Too
dude, did
good.
we even talk about the? Did we talk about the BeamNG thing? That you wanted to?
Oh yeah,
We
the
didn't.
mod thing. Yeah.
Just a real quick media check-in. Someone found out that there's like a furry hacker AI group. Not AI, they're like anti-AI guys who are apparently also against people stealing paid BeamNG mods because people are selling BeamNG mods and then people are like stealing them and circling around, and these guys just put like a massive virus inside a bunch of them. So don't torrent paid BeamNG mods.
Hey.
Because you will get hacked and you will get like furry porn slapped onto everything you own.
That was incredible. Was watching that video that Ben sent, and then he was like, "Let's go on the website here," and you just go on the website, and it's just that fucking logo plastered everywhere, and I'm just like, "Oh my
Yeah, they hacked
God.
some
Like,
dude's website and just put like furry stuff. Just every image was just replaced with this.
It's just like straight slap hentai, dude. It's like, oh my god, like what am I looking at?
Based.
Just train porn.
I will watch these videos later though, Keegan. I will keep these
He's
for
not
episode
watching that
100.
shit, dude.
Not for 100. We're doing a clip show. Thank you for sending in funny moments. If anyone else has funny moments, give me a friggin' YouTube clip or a time code or send them in.
Oh, I thought you were gonna hit the button. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Shrimp Hours stat sheet coming soon. Oh, okay. Keegan's crunching the numbers.
Oh, no.
Just don't throw them
What
away.
kind of stats do you have on there? What
How
are you
many
counting?
edits were done?
Even I haven't counted how many edits we've done.
Yeah, don't go near go-karts, man.
He did say episode 98 came out as I was in my graduation ceremony, which was dope. From Keegan. Were you looking at Shrimp Hours episodes during your graduation ceremony? Because that's kind of based.
That's cringe as hell, dude. What are you doing? What?
They probably got the podcast notification. I get them too. I will post a podcast and my phone would be like, hey, there's a new episode.
It's just
Ba-ding.
it's like a once in a moment or once in a lifetime moment, and you're just on your phone watching us fucking. God.
Check off.
Just waffle on about literally nothing week after
is blood
week after
waffle?
week.
This is the worst podcast. Like in the history of podcasts, there has not been one.
Not a
produced.
single point has ever been made on this show. Like it's
The takeaway-
just
like the-
yapping
Yeah,
for an
the
hour and
takeaway-
14 minutes every week.
Every episode, I feel like it ends, and the viewers should just be left with like a feeling of like, wow, these guys are just fucking stupid. Like these guys are just.
Oh, these guys are stupid and might actually be dangerous.
Brain damage for nothing.
All right, next email comes in from a good friend from down under, Andrew R. Says,
back.
subject to Caleb's rant that Kyle Larson is the best driver in the world, I do not think so, and here's why.
Kill yourself. Literally fucking kill yourself. Shut up.
There are variations on the 80-20 theory where it's 80% car and 20% driver, going back to at least as far as the last 1970s Autosport magazine. Okay, sure. Larson has been helped by being in excellent equipment. Put him in second-rate equipment and he would go nowhere. He went into the catch fence at Daytona that one time in second-rate equipment.
He was a championship contender in a piece of shit Ganassi car. What are you talking about? He had
In
like
terms
5
of-
wins in 2017.
In terms of raw driver ability, the top 5 drivers in the world, according to Andrew R, are Sebastian Ogier, Max Verstappen, Thierry Neuville, I don't know who the hell Jorge Martin is, and Alex Palou.
What?
Andrew R, everything I said about you that was nice in the past 15 minutes, just strike it from the record. You are number one. Who the fuck are you talking about? You're going to come at me with Max Verstappen. You're going to say that Kyle Larson is a result of the cars he drives and then bring up Max Verstappen? What?
Max Verstappen did win a race at like fucking 18 after just skipping
He's in a
F3
reason
and
that-
F2.
What? Red Bull has not been like they are a top 3 F1 team. Like no matter what. Even before
Yeah.
Max came around, Daniel was fucking on bulling on shit.
Yeah, but he literally skipped the level below F1 and the level below that. Like he jumped
Okay.
2 grades and then
Okay.
won a race in his second year.
You're gonna okay. Are F1 drivers better than Cup drivers? Do you think?
Max might be.
Sure.
I'm gonna
why
say
not?
it. There is no best driver in the world. You cannot say any
there's not a
driver
direct
is the best driver
translation,
in the
but
world.
I'm still saying
Ever.
it's like
In what?
You can
Is an
group-
F1
you
driver
can
better
group-
than a NASCAR driver at driving a lightweight car and going around a circuit quick? Yes. Is a NASCAR driver
just-
better at driving a big fat thing around in circles for
to not
500
even
laps?
include
Yes.
Kyle Larson in the list? And you're gonna include who the fuck did he say besides Max Verstappen and Alex Palou? Who Alex
see-
Palou is nowhere near the best driver in the
Dude,
world.
is he
What are
even
you
in
talking about?
IndyCar? Where is he racing this year?
Kyle Larson's the best at turning left, but let's see him like go around a right-hander at some point.
He's literally one of the best road course drivers in fucking Cup. What are you talking about?
What has he won? What road course races has he won?
Sonoma.
This is the coldest fucking take that I've ever heard in my life. You're going to pretend that Kyle Larson is not one of the top 5 drivers on the planet. Sit there and name me 5 drivers that are better than Kyle Larson right now.
He just did.
Those aren't real names. Those aren't real people.
Some of those people are DT.
I will reiterate, there is no best driver. Like,
okay, there's a group of best drivers.
Okay, if it is an oval shaped racetrack, Kyle Larson is the best. If it is not, then he is not.
Kyle Larson would sweep the floor with half of those fucking people. If we did the Race of Champions tomorrow, Kyle Larson would fucking win the goddamn everything. What are you talking about?
When does this guy want on a road course?
Dude, oh my god. He literally...
I'm looking this up. He won Sonoma in 2021 and a couple Glens.
Okay.
And that's literally it. Oh, he won a Roval race too.
Again, so you're gonna sit there and tell me because he's a NASCAR driver he can't fucking race on road courses?
I didn't say he can't race. He's just not the best in the world at that. There's no chance he's the best in the world at that.
Okay, put Max Verstappen on an oval right now and see what the fuck happens.
He wouldn't be good.
I'm just saying there is a tier of
not an
top
argument.
drivers, and how do you exclude Kyle Larson? What are you talking about?
That's not me. I didn't exclude Kyle Larson. I said he's the best when it's an oval track.
And I'm saying he's the best every goddamn time he steps behind the wheel of a race car.
Because he's always on an oval track.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
not like a... That's not a hard take.
DT just has a hate boner for America. He's just a fucking communist. He hates it.
I am just splitting racing into categories. Anyway.
Andrew R, fuck you. DT, fuck you.
Andrew R says, Larson might be in the top 30 and is one of that entire cohort of drivers who would win the Le Mans 24 in the Ferrari. From NASCAR, the best drivers are probably Larson, Hamlin, Logano, Truex, and Keselowski if you correct for 80% of the car. From Andrew R. P.S. Van Gisbergen is unlikely to put up any kind of meaningful show at Chicago because Colleague is objectively abysmal and no one can make a silken purse from a sow's ear, and I agree.
Okay.
All right, the next email...
I have so many problems with what has just transpired here.
Unfortunate. The next email comes in from Carl. He says, hi, Shrimps. Get Cody Ware off the track. Please, take a rider truck and get him off the track. Literally put anyone in that car.
Yeah, we already tried to have the justice system take care of that. It didn't work.
Justin Haley comes 9th. Cody spins lap 2. When is Rick going to say, even though you beat people, I got to put an actual race car driver in the 15 for once? Literally, Rick Ware Racing could be a solid top 10 car team if they replaced Cody. Justin Haley is the Kevin Harvick of Rick Ware Racing, which is crazy. Fuck Cody Ware. Go back to county jail, bitch. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. From Carl.
God damn.
Yeah, go steal more money, fucking loser.
With the subject
that was his brother.
Yeah, I think they were both involved in the offshore bank accounts. His brother was just more open about it. I appreciate that the subject line for that email was just rider truck request. All right, Mr. Ass writes in from Bowman Gray. He says, I got a camera. I got a Canon Rebel at a thrift store. I tried it out at Charlotte and used those races to figure out what I was doing. And a few days ago, I went to Bowman Gray and got some pretty cool pictures. And he has sent in some pretty cool pictures, including some like insane foil on whatever the hell this car is. That thing's sick.
Let me pop this open.
And then there's a...
Oh, no.
You know, it's his first time with a big camera. Oh no, the guy has a pacer.
I wasn't talking
sick.
about the picture. I was talking about the paint scheme. You fuck.
Oh,
Look
okay.
at the door panel.
Yeah, it's like a black.
That definitely covers another number. Is what that does.
No, I think they just tore the
This
wrap
thing's
off
cute,
at the seam.
We took a razor blade to the wrap.
Yeah, it's definitely a new door because it's got the original like fenders and skirt on it.
Yeah.
Probably took a
What was
car
that,
to
rusted,
the door.
like Ford Pinto that was racing in the street?
That was a
stock
pacer.
division?
I think sick. It was actually a sick photo.
That is
Got a bunch of signatures on it.
Just a fucking little lemon running around.
All right. Rusty Broussard sent in a bunch of funny moments, which I will not read because we'll save it for episode 100, even though that will never happen. Thank you for sending them in, though. Kyle writes in. Is this another Kyle email? Oh no, he sent one last week. Okay. He says, Gateway was a good race, but it all proved me that long runs are great for racing, but we need more so that we can get that racing. I have one question and one dumb thought experiment. My question is, how does NASCAR reach a global audience like F1 without overcrowding the races with international dates? Don't bring
make good races.
Don't bring Orange Man to racetrack and be weird and American about it.
No.
It's not a thought that necessarily applies right now, but what would it take? I feel like if you're racing only in the US and you're being so American about it all and friggin' praying to God before every race, like that's not gonna appeal to an international audience, I don't think.
Okay, but at the same time, I don't like. It's not. I don't know. It's not. I don't feel like it's feasible to go because you have so many dates on the Cup schedule already. Like without just massively transforming it, I don't like. I feel like Mexico City would be really cool. Montreal would be really cool, but you're like we would have to do some type of exhibition to go overseas, and then even then, I mean, think of all the, like the travel that would. I mean, that would be just so much more intensive. I don't know.
Yeah, focus more on getting like young Americans interested in your sport.
You focus
your
on
dying ass sport.
Making good racing. Like that's we're not even at step 0 right now. Make the cars good, and then we can talk about everything else.
All right, Kyle has a dumb thought experiment. He says, what if there was a global racing series using something like Xfinity cars or IMSA GT cars? Have them race on all kinds of tracks ranging from Le Mans to Bristol. Many different circuits, testing the cars with maybe a couple street circuits sprinkled in. Not meant to be realistic, but something cool to think about. Or even an NR 2003 offline league type thing. Also, next week is the last week. Ed can truly prove he's not dead nor incarcerated. Too bad the podcast won't make it one more. Yeah, it's sad.
Dude, Ed is dead. Can y'all stop rehashing this? Like, we have to relive this trauma every week because y'all just can't let it go. God.
I feel like IndyCar was the true, like, we're going to race on ovals and road courses and overseas, and
then people started dying and they got scared of ovals, so.
Yeah. It also kind of sucks. But a GT version of that would be kind of cute, but I also don't see it happening.
Just make the IndyCars safer. Have we thought about that?
What if we raced the GTPs on an oval?
They do that every week, every Sunday is what I mean.
Oh
wait, no,
so
the GTP. It's
next
GT cars worldwide. Next question,
dude.
Based. It was like Ben and I watched the Shody Air race last week. By the way, it was based. All right, 2 more emails. Driven Dragon 4 writes in, hello shrimps, I hope you're all doing fine. I got to watch Gateway after recovering from surgery, as I usually work on Sunday. As a Blaney fan, the finish was gut-wrenching, and I initially wanted to kill Austin Cindric. Fair.
I wanted to kill myself.
After I thought about what happened, I just feel pissed off at Blaney's team for not being on a good strategy. Considering Cindric, I predict he'll be the first one out. Yeah. Also, just kill Fox Sports. Just blow it up. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Did anybody guess Austin Cindric is the first round exit?
That's a good question. And then they also sent in some clips for 100. Thank you. No one picked Cindric as the playoff round 1 exit. We still have. I picked Stenhouse to exit round 1. Slap picked Gregson. Cody picked Michael McDowell, and Rusty picked William Byron.
Get the fuck out of here! Is William Byron even racing this year? Like, come on!
He's won so much. What do you mean?
Dude,
what? When's the last time you saw the 24 car on the racetrack? When's the last time you saw the 24 car?
Has he won multiple times this year? I think he might just have the 500.
No, he's definitely won at least twice.
No, he didn't.
3?
He finished 18th at Phoenix. Yeah, he won Coda and he won Martinsville.
Yeah, see, I knew he won 3. Get out of here.
Okay.
He finished 3rd in the Coke 600, 6th at Darlington. Rusty's is not
Wow,
going
one
well
was-
for you.
Bullshit.
Dude, listen to this shit. He won the 500. Hey, listen to this. Rattled off a 17th at Atlanta, 18th at Phoenix, 35th at Bristol, 33rd at Dover, 23rd at Kansas.
Yeah,
This
but
guy
he won
fucking
Coda and
sucks.
he won Martinsville. So
Okay.
whatever. All right,
He's
last
having
email.
himself an 03 Newman season.
We got a Chuck email. Charlie
Chuck.
Fuller writes in, "Hello, Shrimps. I'm not one to usually email in. I would say so, considering this is your first email. No questions or anything. Just wanted to thank you guys for waffling each week and putting it on the internet. Listen to every episode since the beginning. I'm sorry, man.
Dude, Charlie, you know what I say. Quit while you're ahead, dude. Stop doing this to yourself. This is like, they're gonna make
Get some help.
government warnings are gonna come out, like when the kids used to smoke cigarettes and they were like, stop, this is cancer. That's what they need to do this with this podcast, like right now. Like, just stop. You are going to die.
I will say he picked a funny moment from like an old episode. It's just talking about when Rusty told the story about the guy with his dong out in the gym changing room.
Oh my god. I was just thinking, I gotta
Links
stop
back to
telling
today
stories
so
about
well.
dudes with the dongs out. Like it's
You're just a
dude,
dong man, dude.
It's
Dong
over. I'm
man.
never. Those two words are never coming out of my mouth again.
Yeah, when you switch gyms, we'll
Got
cleanse you.
dongs coming out of your mouth. Hold up.
All right, he says, I have to say I absolutely lost it when Caleb revealed he was behind the fake schedule. That was top tier.
Hold on. I have beef. I have beef with people in the comments. Luke Thompson last week and Matthew Hall, both of you. We said on the podcast,
Calling
keep
him
it
out.
under wraps.
Full name.
they were in the comment section. We said, hey, shh, don't tell anybody, like, hey, this is our little secret. The first thing they do, go down in the comments, be like, oh, I didn't know Caleb made the fake schedule. What are you doing? What? That was not the agreement. That is not what we agreed upon. Both of them are real silent in fan mail this week too, and they know why.
I didn't think it was that bad. It was funny.
Oh no, it wasn't that bad. I had a fun time replying.
Charlie says, cheers, lads. Shame it's the last episode. Been a good run. Appreciate you. Thanks for writing in. I did appreciate that, like, between when we recorded and put the episode up, like, we got, like, the Daily Downforce wrote an article about the fake schedule. Mike Joy retweeted the fake schedule.
The Mike Joy retweet on the fake schedule might be my finest work.
Slap wanted to put it out there. He was like, dude, we gotta tell him, man. Like, we gotta post the clip, but nah.
Yeah.
No. This is a Shrimp Hours exclusive, baby. So next year when the 26th schedule drops and we're going to Japan, you know exactly who was behind.
Going to Suzuka, we're doing the full circuit this time.
All right. That was episode 99. I got homework to do this week.
Oh no, the whole
What do we
Rusty,
call
what
this
is
thing?
this? Hold on,
I was gonna take the podcast down another like rabbit hole just to be fucking annoying, you know, just like
Stop the music. Stop the music. I need to see what this is about. Cut the music. Cut it. Rusty.
It's that one like carving thing in like Jordan or whatever where they filmed that one movie.
Yeah. So everybody knows about this infamous location. So like boring, whatever. But click on the next picture. This made my mind explode. I do. Oh my god. Same location. Nobody has ever seen this. Have you guys ever seen that photo before? Have you ever seen that photo? Have you ever seen anything like this in your life until right now?
Yeah.
I feel like
No, you have not seen. Shut the fuck up. No, nobody has ever seen that. When they show Petra, they just show that just the carved out of the wall. They never show you the theater. They never show you that. They never show you. Look at that.
Okay.
Look, dude. Are you kidding
I'm
me?
looking at it right now.
Dude.
I feel like I'm reading a tweet that says tap water is for beta males right now. What the fuck are you talking about?
It just looks like every like Roman amphitheater, but they went down instead of going up.
Yeah, they carved it out of the mountain, which is pretty
I love how
based.
pissed this makes Rusty. Like look how stressed he is down there.
All right, if you believe in,
Imagine the acoustics though. The acoustics must be amazing.
Imagine ripping
how
a
do they
fucking
dig it?
fart
That's
in the
the
middle
question.
of that thing and just.
all right, that was 99.
Recorded the fart reverb sound effect, the meme sound.
Thanks for
Pig
listening
slap after
to.
he eats a bloomin' onion.
After I ate the hog platter, dude, I had
Dude,
blood problems from
Rusty.
that.
Oh, I heard
Rusty.
about that.
Yeah, Rusty, you know how last year we rallied Slap by threatening to eat the bloomin' onion?
Yeah.
This year I grabbed a can of sausage and threatened to open it, and it rallied him. He was up for another like 12 hours.
Yeah, there's a photo of me suplexing.
Dude, yeah, he hit you with the German suplex. Like he took you to Suplex City after that.
There's a reason last
That is-
week's episode was titled "Don't Touch My Sausage Like That."
What are they calling this one?
This one's called "Tap Waters for Beta Males."
That's so base, dude. I can't wait to wear that on the back of my shirt.
We'll be seeing you. Oh, if you do want to cop the season 1 merch, now is like literally your last chance because next
have
week
one
it's
week.
getting swip swapped with the new stuff,
Oh hell.
and it will be gone forever. But you had like a year to buy it, so that's kind of on you. All right. Bye.
Fuck you, Steve Phelps, you fat piece
Jesus.
of shit.